It's a great honor for me as president and a wonderful way to start this meeting by recognizing an Academy member who is being awarded one of the Academy's two highest honors, the 2020 Jarvis Farley Service Award. The Jarvis Farley Service Award was inaugurated in 1991 to honor the memory of Jarvis Farley, a charter member of the Academy and an invaluable resource for Academy staff and the entire actuarial profession. Jarvis Farley was an entire Academy volunteer whose work greatly benefited the profession. The recipients of this award over the many years have all demonstrated an extraordinarily high caliber of service. The Jarvis Farley Service Award specifically honors actuaries whose volunteer efforts on behalf of the Academy have made significant contributions to the advancement of the profession. It is my distinguished pleasure to recognize a member of the Academy who has dedicated himself to the Academy and the actuarial profession. An actuary whose volunteer spirit truly mirrors that of Jarvis Farley's. This year, the Jarvis Farley Service Award is presented to one of the Academy's most dedicated, longest serving, and devoted volunteers, Arnold Dicke. Through his long and distinguished record of Academy volunteerism, Arnold has made significant contributions to the advancement of the actuarial profession. Arnold's diligence and effectiveness in all his volunteer endeavors have consistently earned the praise of colleagues and reflected most highly on our profession. Few volunteers have touched so many different aspects of the Academy's work and our profession so profoundly. For over 3 decades and more than 35 roles, Arnold's contributions have been prolific. Those roles have included Academy Vice President for Life Issues, Academy Board Member, and Council on Professionalism member, as well as chairperson and member of many other committees and work groups. Arnold has made seminal contributions to prominent efforts such as the principles-based approach to life insurance, life reinsurance regulation, risk classification applications, and standards development. Arnold's service has inspired many others in the same spirit of Jarvis Farley to give of themselves to the benefit of our profession. Arnold asked me to share with you that in recent years, he has developed ALS. And in his stead today, his daughter, Nora Gilbert, will share his remarks in a video message.
Thank you for the opportunity to accept this award on my father's behalf. He could not do so because of his ongoing health challenges, but asked that I make a few remarks that he prepared for me to share with you. I am delighted to have been chosen by the Academy to receive the 2020 Jarvis Farley Service Award. In view of the large number of incredibly dedicated volunteers whom I could name offhand within the life practice area, as well as the abundance of equally dedicated volunteers within both that practice area and the other practice areas, whom I do not know personally, I must say I was astonished when I was told that I had been chosen. The first thing I did after receiving President Williams's letter was to look at the list of previous recipients. The award was established in 1991. I never met any of the first 4 recipients, but I'm happy to say that I not only knew, but worked closely with each of the next 13. Many of them I consider personal friends. Several I think of as mentors. It is customary for winners of the award to recite reasons why an actuary might find volunteering for the Academy rewarding. Now, there are, of course, career enhancing opportunities. The Academy is often called upon by regulators and policymakers to help formulate the best approach in their drafting of regulations, laws, and policy statements. The recent 20-year effort to develop and implement principle-based reserving is just one example. Being involved in such efforts gives one a valuable insider perspective. Even beyond this, the opportunity to explore such issues in depth with experts from the regulatory and company communities is a great stimulus to intellectual growth. If your career evolves, as many do and as mine did, through increased involvement with lawyers, regulators, and policymakers, the opportunities offered by volunteering can be invaluable. I can tell you from experience that first deposition or committee testimony raises the pulse rate, and you'll be glad for relevant volunteer experience. And of course, the networking opportunities are not only good professionally, but also lead to friendships that often span different practice areas and last for decades. But beyond one's own professional development, volunteering benefits the risk mitigating structures that millions of Americans depend on for their peace of mind. Insurance and pensions have been around for a long time, as have the actuarial tools and procedures that serve them. In time, everything tends to gather moss. In the last couple of decades, new statistical and computational tools have been introduced that could enable changes to insurance and pension programs that could make coverage more efficient, simpler to obtain, and more widely available. Volunteering with the Academy is, to my mind, one of the best ways for an actuary to help make such fruitful innovations happen. Not only does the Academy provide a means for members to connect with this important work, the Academy's professionalism standards and its strong conflict of interest policy also help assure the public and the volunteer that the Academy's input is being offered with the public's best interests at heart. I hope you will consider volunteering in the areas that most interest you. Thank you again for honoring me with this award.